Hello and welcome to Knit in the Moon Designs, where we do all of your left-handed knitting tutorials. And today I don't have a left-handed knitting tutorial, but I do have a tutorial for you. And today we're going to learn about how to put tassels onto your knits. So this pattern is what is called Leah's first scarf. So it is my 12-year-old daughter, her first project. She kind of created this and I recreated it for y'all to have a nice beginner pattern. And she wanted something fun and frilly on the bottom. And so we put tassels on this side here to make it look just a little bit more fun. And I wanted to show you how to do that. So if you ever had a question, since this is going to be a beginner pattern, if you ever had a question on how to make a tassel, I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to show you how to do it, how I have it here. And I'm going to show you another way that's a little bit more upscale, okay? So the first thing you're going to need, obviously, is yarn. And for a tassel, you kind of need a good amount of yarn, okay? But you're going to use your leftover yarn. And this is going to be our swatch that we're going to tie our tassels onto. I like to use a crochet hook for this. Any size will work because we're not doing anything that requires a size. I like my lantern moon ones that my husband bought me several years ago. They're just so pretty, but they're also quite functional. And then you're going to need sharp scissors, okay? This is my sharpest pair. No one's allowed to touch these. I hide these so that nobody gets into my good fabric scissors. And there's one more thing that you need. Let me reach. Oh, you're going to need a piece of cardboard or a book. I just grabbed one of my kids' books and we're going to use this, okay? So what you're going to do, I'm going to show you the first way, which is the way you see it here, okay? And then I'm going to show you a slightly fancier way, okay? But we'll show you the way that is here first. So you're going to take your yarn, and I'm just going to let it roll onto the floor because it will be easier. And you're going to hold it to your book, right? And you're just going to wrap it. Wrap it, don't wrap it too tight, okay? Wrap it around for however many times, however many tassels you want. I'm just going to guess here. Okay, and now I'm going to come around the back. This is about how this thickness right here is going to be double that thickness. So if you're happy with that, perfect, right? So I'm going to cut this end here so that you notice they're like that. And then this is why I like these books for this, because they have this nice lip here that I can get my scissors underneath and cut. You're only going to cut on this end, okay? We're not going to cut over here. We're only going to cut on this end, all right? And I'm holding the yarn so it doesn't go flying. And you just cut, okay? So now you take those off. We put the book aside and I fold it in half. I'm holding it in the half part, okay? Leaving that space, you're going to take your swatch or your scarf. Now, on Leah's first scarf, when I was helping her do these, we just put them under the buttonholes so they kind of line up. My daughter likes symmetry. That's where she wanted them. So this is an old swatch from a different video. It's perfect to show you how to do it. You're going to stick your crochet hook wherever you want to put that, right? I just stuck it in there. And you're going to loop that on there. Loop that yarn that you just cut. Okay, pull it through. You might have to go back through and grab some pieces that didn't grab. That's okay. My crochet hook is clearly not big enough for the amount that I did. That's not a big deal. It's not, you know. Oh no, I lost the ones I put in there earlier. It's not a big deal. There's no emergencies in knitting, right? Not brain surgery. Nobody's depending on us. Okay? So it's through all the way. So now you're going to come in here and you're going to go open this up so that you're in between all of the loops. You want to make sure that when you open that up, you have every single loop. Okay. Now you're going to put your fingers in this way, your thumb and your index or whichever, and you're going to grab your ends. pull them through that loop, and then pull it tight. And that's how you make the tassels, right? That's the easiest, fastest way to make a tassel, right? And then you come through after, and if you want, which I haven't done with this one yet because I'm not finished with this yet, I haven't put the buttons on, you can see how some of them are not perfectly straight. If you want to go back in there and straighten those up, and I will before I get pictures of this, you can see my ends aren't all straight. I'll come through with my scissors and just tidy those up. So we'll do that with this one. I'll pull it down just like you're cutting hair, right? Hold it in your fingers like you're cutting hair, and then you come in and just straighten those off. And now it looks more even, right? That's method number 1 to making a tassel. Let's try method number 2. Okay, we're going to do pretty much the same thing, right? We're going to put our yarn on our book, and we're going to start winding it around until you get to the length that you want it to be, or the width that you want it to be. And that looks good to me. Okay, so now we're going to cut just like we did last time. Now, here's where things get a little different. I'm going to take some of the leftover yarn, and I'm going to cut it. I'm going to thread it through this needle, and on the back, on the spine, I'm going to come through underneath like that. Pull it through all of those strands. I'm going to pull that needle off. I'm going to grab both ends here. And now we're going to tie. Just simple little square knot, right? I like to do just like that. I like to do it twice. Holds everything in place. Now we're going to turn back to the edge of the pages. I'm going to get into that divot right there between the cover and the pages, and we're going to cut just like we did last time. Okay, we're going to pull up and off. Now I'm going to grab another length of yarn. I'm going to make this one long enough, and you'll see why I made it a little bit longer in a second. So now we're going to come through here. Let me move in a little bit closer and get it off the book so you can see better. Whoop, we got all those ends out. So we're going to take this piece that we just cut. We're going to put it underneath right near the top. And we are going to, again, just tie a simple little square knot. I might bump it up just a little bit. There we go. And we're, again, just going to tie a simple little square knot. I'm going to let those ends, you see how this sticks up a little? I like to kind of pull it through, you know, if I didn't tie it too tight. Not going to work with the crochet hook because I tied it too tight, but it will work with the needle. So you're going to thread it through. I like, because it sticks up, you see how it sticks up. I like to thread it down through the bottom so you can't see that little spot that sticks up. Now it's tied and it's even all the way around. And then we are going to thread that needle again, and we're going to grab our swatch, and we're going to pull this one through, and I'm going to thread the other side, this, and pull it through the back side. And I like to pull this back through the back side and tie it on the back side. And then with these ends, I like to take these ends And you can, if you make it long enough, which I really didn't, but if you make it long enough, you can take these ends and you can either weave them in like you normally would for you can either weave them in here, or if you make them long enough, you can kind of sneak them back through here like we did that other end, right? Sneak them back through this bottom, pull that through, and now your ends are down here, kind of snuck in. And you know what? Maybe we'll just trim this one down to that end. Trimmed, and now you can't tell that there's the ends for those anymore, right? So that's 2 ways to make, oh, I missed an end. Did you see that? So we'll trim it a little bit more to see that end there. So that's 2 ways to make a tassel and attach a tassel to any of your blankets, scarves, or anything else. I hope this was helpful for you. I hope that you love my daughter's first pattern. This will be available this Thursday. And if this was helpful for you, make sure you like, subscribe, and share it with a friend. And happy knitting!